paper bird recently. Ah, I received a paper bird recently from the continent of Nairn, actually, which I believe you're all from there. Is that correct?
Yes, that is right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the paper bird was asking asking about an Aura NFL.
Mhm.
Do you know that name? Because it was
I can't say that I know the name specifically. I believe the last name belongs to a noble family, though.
okay. Well, not being a prefect, it doesn't really matter to me. But I did receive that that letter, and I was curious if you might have heard of this person. They seem to be looking for them, but I think young Aura is probably not. It doesn't have much to worry about with sea monsters and all.
Oh, nothing at all. No.
Yeah. Interesting. Hey, Zon. He's gonna stand up and walk over to Zon. What's being a dragonborn like in Vikna here?
Are we in Vikna? Yeah, it's fine. Much better than the last place, but still a dragonborn.
Interesting. Have you met any other dragonborn since you've been here?
No.
Well, insider tip. I've heard tell, and I've seen them myself when I visited, that Jurg might have some dragonborn friends. It's a kind of nasty place, but the dragonborn were friendly enough.
Okay. Well, I wanted to go there.
Very well.
Thank you.
And he's gonna look at Geth and then just kind of continue walking. And Baracus, my friend.
Yeah.
Why do you have horns?
Oh my God, you can't ask that.
I don't mean to intrude. You see, I've never met a tiefling. I'm sorry, and I feel comfortable with you. So I hope you don't find my question offensive.
No, not at all. It's to attract mates, but it's not working.
It's to attract mates.
But
that's good. Thank you. All right. Path is gonna take that and chuckle to himself and go set up his bedroll and lay down.
This is a great time to ask. Is y'all's sleep kind of plan? How are you doing this? Like, is everyone just going to sleep? Are you doing a watch? If you're doing a watch, is it the same as when you were in the temple? Just replace honey of bees with path, or what do you guys think?
all right, yes.
What's that?
Somebody be awake.
Somebody got to be awake. Fair enough.
I feel like we should keep our watch order like we had whenever honey of bees was around, because we still have 2 people in our party with night vision.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if we kept the same rotation, it would just be easier.
Okay. Do you guys all agree on that? The rotation was first watch is Zon and Baracus, followed by Baracus and Geth, followed by Geth and Aerith, followed by Aerith and Path, and then Zon, Aerith, and Path have the final watch if you go with that method.
That's fine.
Really, the elite group, I think, is that Aerith Path matchup, you know, in the early morning. That's really the group that you really want something to happen in, because they're going to be the most prepared for the fight. Those two together. The Bard and the Rogue are really ready to be attacked by something big, I think, without help. I agree. Okay, anything else you guys wanted to do tonight, or is everyone probably ready for bed? You guys are probably exhausted after this day. You've walked a ton, you fought some people.
I'd like to try and take an hour to read.
You already did your prayer. I'm gonna say it's too dark to practically read, and you need your full hours of rest. So
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, kind of at the end of these days, you guys walk a lot in the day and you're end it exhausted and stuff. To take the time, you kind of have like a short time to do things, but you don't really have time to set up and do a lot with these evenings. Like what we kind of you all did today, these little small things are the most you're gonna have because you have to eat, you have to put up the tent, you have to take care of a fire. There's a lot you have to do. You could potentially read on your watch, but your perception is gonna be lowered.
Yeah, I don't need that. Or we don't need that.
I'd
Okay.
say at the end of the day, you probably have about an hour that you could read.
Yep.
Maybe a little less depending on how hard the day was.
Yep.
And I already-
But I'd say you have about an hour each day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, you have about an hour free time, but yeah, because you did a prayer tonight, you're not gonna have time to read. But in the future, you will have that opportunity potentially. But yeah, you guys all settle in for your rest, your first night on this new journey. You all kind of settle into your little bedrolls on inside the tent, and then you wake up the next morning, and the weather is perfect. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you're able to hit the road. I don't remember what the rolling is for walking. Do you have that?
Yeah, it was on current session plan. Yeah, move 1d10 plus 8.
Okay, well, one of you guys,
So
who rolled last time? I think it was,
I think I did.
Wasn't it?
No, last time.
Okay.
'Cause we're-
yes, everyone does complete a long rest also, by the way. You slept peacefully through the night. I think Baraka said he did it last time, so I think it's Geth this time, correct?
I think because Baracus was lead
Yep.
first.
Yep.
So 1d10, 8.
A 1d10 plus what, B? Sorry.
8.
Yep, 1d10
Eight.
plus 8. I'm gonna write it somewhere. You rolled a 12. Yeah. So you guys start marching. Yeah, you start walking and your day kind of continues. The weather is nice. There's no clouds, there's no rain, nothing. You're just walking. Nothing exciting happens on the walk. You don't run into any other people. You don't run into anything at all, really. And the day passes as you walk with nothing eventful going on.
Wait, that's the whole day.
Nothing happened.
Oh shit. Okay.
You made it to, you walk all day with breaks throughout. You take some time to eat a little bit of ration during the middle of the day. But yeah, after a full day of walking, you guys get a little further. You make it 12 miles and you settle into camp for the evening.
Let's get it.
Yep. No, it's actually not related to any of that, but yeah, anything this evening, you guys?
I would like to read
Marshall would like to read for an hour.
the Tomorrow book. Continue like still.
Okay, the Tomorrow book. Yep. Will you give me an intelligence check? Yeah, you are exhausted. You pick up your book, really ready to read. You kind of sit in your cot, pull it up, and go. And you fall asleep with the book on top of your face. Turn to the very first page. You didn't even make it back to where you were in the book. And that's your evening. Really well done. The rest of you guys, anything you guys like to do tonight?
Eric would like to look for herbs.
Like to look for herbs?
Correct.
Give me a survival check. Also, what herbs are you looking for particularly?
None in particular, just any.
Okay. Anything you see on the
What
ground?
would-
Like
What would stick out to you as being a notable herb that you would want to grab?
One that looks pretty.
What would you
Can
find
you-
an herb versus like a flower or just grass or something though?
Huh?
Because you see grass everywhere, and there's little ferns and stuff. Is that what you mean?
Oh, honestly, I'm not
Hold
not
the
really
leaves,
sure. 'Cause-
and-
yes, but
Oh,
But,
okay, awesome.
yes, I totally forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about again?
You were looking for
You're
herbs.
looking for herbs.
That was correct. Yes, that was it. Yeah, just looking for herbs in general.
Okay, give me a survival check. God fucking damn it. I fucking hate that. That's fucking bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah, because you got a 21, you find some fucking herbs. You
I'll give you a few.
Yep.
I
He
got it.
will tell you exactly what you find in your hour of searching for herbs before you make it back to camp. Well, he does that. Zahn, Brockus, anything for the evening?
Yeah, Zahn is,
Zahn's what?
he's tanning. The
Oh,
hide.
yep. The day 2, 3 days to go.
Mhm.
I'm not. I am just relaxing.
Brockus is the only one in the group that really knows how to relax, I feel like.
I like to think Baracus is
Yeah.
like wings to like make a magic hammock, and he's just like floating in air.
It's terrifying and I love it.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't know what those mean.
Okay. With that, Aerith, is he letting you know what you have? Did you get that? Sorry.
yeah.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, I'll
Okay, you want me to put it on?
put it on your character sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
With that, you guys kind of already day 2 in, you kind of started this little routine for yourselves of like, what do I want to do with my evenings after walking all day? And you kind of each have your own little character things. And I like that you guys don't sit around the campfire and talk to each other really. You guys are starting another long journey with this group. Do you like each other? Do any of you really like each other? Or do you just keep being on the run? So this is your family. This is kind of like the shitty family that you are part of now.
let's go around the class.
Baracus, do you like the 4 people you're with?
Zahn. And
Okay.
and honestly, Zahn and Geth. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Not a fan of
Yep.
Taft or Aerith right now?
No, it's not that Baracus doesn't like Aerith. It's that Zahn is powerful like Baracus wants to be, and Geth heals Baracus when he goes on his, not so wise decisions sometimes.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a great decision with your fucking Eldritch Blast.
You know?
Aerith, what about you? Do you like the 4 people you're with?
Aerith was trying to open up to this group. He liked him at first, but he kind of, feels like the odd man out after the book incident. So
Okay.
The book.
yeah, that book hurt a lot. So
Yeah, you did dig.
that's where he fits in right now.
Zahn, how about you? You like your group?
Yeah, Zahn is a huge fan of Baracus and Geth. Baracus really helps in battles, just takes some pressure off. And
You darn right.
Zahn saw Geth like destroy that creature.
Yep.
So he's got like a respect for both of those guys.
Okay. Geth, your question's slightly different. What does Geth feel about Aerith this far into it? Because you guys kind of had a thing at the beginning where you guys were friends, kind of in opposition to the Rikimi and Zahn in their personality. You guys really started off as the buddies in the group, but things
Very
have
true.
changed, things have developed. Now you're here. How does Geth feel about Aerith now?
In short, conflicted. Because Geth definitely went through like this phase in the beginning where he had to learn how to like respect elven kind for a variety of reasons.
Mhm.
And for a while there, even like despite some of Aerith's choices, Geth was starting to feel more comfortable around Aerith. And so that's what made the whole book incident kind of hard for Geth to deal with, because he thought he could trust Aerith, especially in a small group of 4 coming from a background that relies on deceit. He learned that you have to learn to trust the people closest to you. If you don't, then you'll live in paranoia for the rest of your life. And so whenever he found out that Aerith was tagging along, which wasn't completely outright truthful with why he was tagging along, or about the effects of it, Geth lost faith in Aerith. So Geth still wants to protect Aerith because he sees promise in Aerith's abilities, but he's not sure if he can trust Aerith which is the foundation of how he like views his relationships with people.
Interesting. Okay. Well, the night passes, uneventful. You guys sleep through the night. You guys on watch. You look at trees in the darkness. There's stars, beautiful stars above you guys.
Quick question.
Yep.
Can I see if there's any like bioluminescent moss on my watch with there?
Yes. So you would have noticed this in your camp immediately while you guys are setting up, and you didn't. So if you are going to, you have to go looking for it. I'm gonna let you know that.
What do you mean?
No, you don't see any in the general area of where your camp is. So if you want to, if you're searching for this, you are gonna have to go out walking, and we can definitely do that if you want to walk into the woods at night.
No.
But there's not any right here.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Okay.
What is he looking for?
What's that?
What's he looking for?
Bioluminescent moss
Or fireflies.
or fireflies. And I said you don't see any in this area, but you're welcome to go look in the woods if you'd like to wander out there. But he said no. I don't know why no one wants to go into the woods at night alone. It's just we try to encourage you guys to do nice things, go on a walk, but no one ever wants to. Yeah, well, that was 2 days ago. Anyway, the night passes peacefully, and you wake up and you begin your journey again. And Zon, we roll me a 1d10 plus 8.
Yep.
And it is again another beautiful day. Really, you guys have noticed that light rain was the first like non kind of nice weather you've had since like leaving Nairn. It's been nice. The weather's been nice, and then until that light rain, and even then it was like not that bad. Zon. Oh, yep, 11 miles. Cool. Thank you, Aerith. Astute observation. Yeah, you guys start your day walking. It's like a normal day. There's a lot of like, it's kind of a sparse woods in that there are trees all around you, but it's not like they're up right against each other like they are in some places, right? So it's kind of a spread out. Think of like almost like that beginning of East Texas type wood before you get into the thick woods, but there's like a good amount of forest, kind of like normal trees.
Like Central Texas?
What? Kind of, yeah. I guess like
Central Texas?
Yeah, like when you see a wood in the Central Texas.
Forests are kind of,
Is that like a fair description?
yeah, they're kind of spread out.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, you know our home. Think of home except for Colby. Not East Texas. But you're walking through this, and the day passes, and you make it 11 miles. No problem. And then you set up camp for the night. And I imagine we have someone wants to read, somebody wants to tan. Aerith and Baracus. Oh, Geth has a different plan.
Actually, instead, he would like to try and enlist Baracus's help to go look for bioluminescent moss.
Oh, intriguing.
He'll come.
It's getting darker, so it would be a little bit more noticeable at this point. And Baracus has night vision, so Geth would feel safer with him.
Baracus, what do you think on this? You just got asked to go look for moss with your buddy here.
I'll go look for moss.
Hell yeah.
Before we do that, Aerith, is there anything that you have on your heart to do?
Aerith wants to try to read the Tamora book and see if he can get farther than Geth.
Okay, you're gonna have to ask Geth for it because Geth does have it on his person.
Oh, Geth, can I try reading the book?
Geth raises it like he's about to throw it,
What?
and then he just hands it over.
Conditioned by my trauma.
Oh God, Aerith, make Constitution save to see if you pee yourself. I'm kidding.
Oh
please.
no! Don't do that. No. I got to save. Okay. Oh.
Okay, give us an instant. No, Colby. Okay. Colby pees himself. Aerith, don't roll if you don't want to pee yourself.
That's sad.
Yeah, well, you pee yourself, then read expertly. God, I don't even know what to do sometimes. You guys kill me. Aerith sits down to read after cleaning up his himself a little bit. You notice that Aerith has to clean himself up a lot. Like this is a constant theme that he gets into messes. But Geth would have told you where he left off last time, I imagine. Are you sharing this information as you gain it?
Yeah, all of the information that Geth gains from the book, he openly shares with everyone.
Okay, what did you last hear? Because
I have that in my
I
notes.
didn't put a mark or anything. That would have been nice.
The last sentence I have is games were invented here, and anything in the temple was open for a bet if the coin was there, but the shrine remains sacred.
Yes. So Aerith, what you read is this. Okay. I'm gonna whisper it to you, Aerith, because you can do with this information what you want.
Okay.
This is what you read. Well, you kind of like read over a little bit of what Geth has told you about before, and then this is kind of the new information you glean while you're reading for the hour before it gets a little too late and you're too tired to continue reading. But with that, Zon, did you want to do anything? I'm so sorry. I assumed, but I shouldn't.
No, you assumed right.
Okay. So after that, you guys give us a survival check with advantage because you got a little buddy with you.
Let's see. Come on, Marshall, roll really well. Yes.
Yeah, you guys spend an
Okay.
hour.
Roll.
What was that?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was just rolling, making sure.
Yeah, you gotta check sometimes. No, y'all guys spend an hour looking. You look underneath rocks, on the sides of trees, on top of rocks, beside rocks, really anywhere you think moss might be, and none of it glows.
Are there any fireflies?
Yeah, with that you definitely saw fireflies.
I would like to try and catch one.
Okay, I need a sleight of hand if you're gonna try to catch it. Brockus, are you also gonna try to catch any?
Why not?
Okay, give both of you guys a sleight of hand check.
Let's get it.
Okay, so Baracus fucks up a firefly with that hellish rebuke. Oh my god. 16 fireflies.
He just
Just fried it. No, so Geth sees these fireflies and is super psyched about it. He's like, Baracus, we got to catch some of these. And Geth proceeds to just skip around for a long time trying to catch it and never getting anywhere near one. And at one point ends up running into a tree as he's staring at a firefly. Meanwhile, Baracus just kind of lifts his hand with two fingers and just like does this and catches a firefly in two fingers. So Baracus, you're currently holding a firefly in two fingers.
Let's get it. I'm gonna pocket it.
You're just gonna straight up put it in your pocket as is.
I don't have a jar. I didn't think this through.
Oh, you have one now. It's alive still. It's kind of squirming in your hands a little bit, trying to flap its wings, but you kind of have it held down.
I'm gonna cup my hands and I'm going to show Geth.
Is there any way I can ask you to give it to me?
Oh, you can have it. I don't need it.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Squish it. In
Oh.
my hands.
Okay. Yeah.
What's that for?
And then I'm gonna cast light using the dead thing in my hand.
Do you need that light?
Yes.
Perfect.
And it doesn't say it has to be alive.
Good. I like it.
And I'm just gonna go like, look what I can do now. And yeah,
Okay, I could have. Never
Awesome.
mind.
Yeah. So that just happened. And you make your way back to camp. No problems or anything. And then after seeing your friend just squish a bug in his bare hands, you guys go to bed and you sleep and you wake up the next morning. And the next morning is a perfectly nice day.
scary.
Not everything has to be bad. But will Aerith, will you roll me 1d10 plus 8?
10 plus 8. No.
Well, we're keeping that roll, so that's a 9.
Yeah.
You guys are tired today. Honestly, you guys aren't used to doing this shit, right? Like this is not your normal day. So you try your best, but there's only so far you can get in a day when you're not very good at things. And that's where you guys are currently. But you make it 9 miles. It's a solid day. You make it to the end of the day, you set up camp for the day. And you're noticing at this point that you guys have made it like there's mountains around you now, kind of straight to the The path you're going west here. To the north of you, straight in front of you to the west, as well as to the south of you now is mountains that you can see. They're relatively far away still, but you're definitely nearing some mountains, and they are sticking out. It's a very clear day. So, but you guys settle into camp for the evening. Is there anything you guys would like to do tonight?
Can I try and read for?
What's up?
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Can I try and read for like 2 hours? 1 hour being like natural light, and then using my light cantrip?
Yes, but you won't be able to complete a long rest.
I think that's okay.
Okay, you will be like, the thing about a night like this would be, join me in this ruling here. If
I think he doesn't necessarily get the benefits of a long rest, but I think that you sleep for 7 hours. As long as you're not making a habit out of that, you won't be like completely fucking exhausted tomorrow. Like
that's what I
that'll
think you
affect
need
you.
to do. Like, you wouldn't get the benefits of a long rest. Like, if he was injured, you wouldn't get fully rehealed without rolling hit dice, but you're good to read for 2 hours.
Okay.
The Tomorrow book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geth, Eric, did you share what you learned with Geth?
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, I
Okay.
told them. Do I need to go and copy and paste it again, or do you
Yeah, we
have
can
it?
just put it in the regular chat unless you want it just between the two of you.
I'll put it in the general.
Okay. You'll notice that you're getting like, you're well past halfway through this book at this point. You've made some movement through it.
Okay. Do I need to make another intelligence check?
Yes, you do. I mean, I can keep your last 5 if you want,
Let's
but
see. Please let this be better. It's better.
you catch up and you decide that with your reading, you really want to read over what Aerith told you to make sure you understand it fully. So you read exactly what's in the chat right now. That's what you get through, because you really you weren't sure about how Aerith interpreted it, not knowing that he's not a religious man like you are. You really didn't trust his knowledge of your goddess, so you went and reread it.
He definitely read a lot more than me, so I can't complain.
No, you can't. And you reread it, and he was right. He actually told you exactly what he read. Near photographic memory. It was impressive. And you kind of look like a dick for not trusting him. But that's just to yourself. So. And with that, anything else, the other 3 of you?
Nah, chilling.
Oh, this is so fucking cool.
Okay. And with that, the night passes and you wake up the next morning to
3 owl bears.
absolutely heavy rain. You wake up to a downpour. There were no clouds when you went to sleep, but sometime during the early morning watches, probably where Aerith and Paf were sitting there uncomfortably next to each other after Paf's weirdly like anti-elf comments the other day. I don't know if anti-elf, but it just means like you won't be friendly there. They won't like you. But you guys are sitting there, and all of a sudden these clouds start to appear and kind of move in pretty quickly, and then a torrential downpour is what you guys all wake up to. You are welcome to hit the road and continue walking. You will just be at a slower pace today, if that's the case.
Do we want to keep walking, or do we want to try and shelter until the rain passes?
You know what? That's a fantastic question.
Okay,
Yeah.
sheltering.
I don't think fighting in this rain would be good.
What was that, McKaylee?
I'm okay sheltering.
Okay. Aerith?
I'm fine with it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I think we might shelter for a while, see if the rain passes at all.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, Paf doesn't seem super keen on going out in the rain either. He's pretty content to just stay in the tent and sleep.
Yeah, so you guys kind of decide, let's just stay in the tent today. Everyone kind of makes their way inside the tent, and then you notice that you guys are still pretty new to this tent, and in the way that you have it set up and kind of around you, water is just getting into the tent. Like there is water just kind of flowing straight through the center of your tent, and you guys are perfect, like are relatively dry, but not fully dry. You're uncomfortable the entire day. I just wanted to let you guys are soaking wet, uncomfortable, and you're gonna smell disgusting by the end of this day. But that is the case. What would you guys like to do with your rain days? And again, you're welcome to just relax and enjoy the disgusting weather in your tent. I'm gonna try to read.
I was gonna say, like, why not today? This would be the perfect opportunity to try and read.
Yeah.
It would be. So we'll do your reading in a little bit. Aerith, you're next. What are you thinking for your day?
Aerith is just gonna chill.
Okay. Baracus,
Yeah.
what do you want to do with your day?
Yeah, what does Brooks want to do? Brockus is gonna look for some flowers or anything.
It's pouring down rain. Are you gonna walk out into that?
I guess you're right.
I mean, you're welcome to. Again,
No,
you
I
can do
wouldn't.
whatever you want.
No, Brock's gonna try to read. I can read. He's bored.
Okay. Do you know what are you gonna try to read?
Whatever book Geth gives me.
I like it.
I'll give him one of the Nadina's books.
Okay.
We got there's Nadinus 1 and Nadinus 2.
We'll do 2.
Sorry, we forgot some stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll do 2.
2. Okay. So I'll real quick, Zon, what would you like to do with your day? You're not gonna be able to tan today. There's no way you're gonna get a good fire going in this rain.
Yeah, I know. Zon's gonna read.
Okay.
Catch
Nadina's 1.
time.
Okay. Zon's gonna read Nadina's 1 then. So let's start with the Tamora book. And when you roll, will you roll me an intelligence check plus a D4?
Oh, I like that. Okay.
The D4 though is for time, how long it takes you for this first section of reading.
Okay.
Just for this book, because you are pretty far into it.
So 2 separate rules.
Yes, yeah, no, you're not that +4. You don't get +4 to it. What I get why, because you have a longer time, but let's see it.
Okay.
An 8, okay, 1d4.
It's gonna be a 4.
You spend the entirety of the morning really trying to get
God.
invested in it, but you realize that you're just kind of like, you keep looking at everyone else reading your books and you go, what if they read it wrong? What if they drop it in the water?
You hater.
Is this my best idea? But you get through a little bit with that, with 4 hours of work behind you. You get through the tiniest bit. This is the new information you glean. And this is the first half of the day. And with the second half of the day, you're welcome to keep reading. We can finish yours real quick and then hop to the next 2 books.
I would love to keep reading.
Okay. For second half of your day, again, no need for a D4 this time. Just give me an intelligence check. Marshall, can you read? Can Geth read? I'm actually asking you this. Can Geth read? You genuinely, actually, you know what?
Can I take advantage?
You drop your book in the rain and the pages kind of disintegrate before you.
Oh my gosh.
But the
That's-
last thing you read is her throne stands 40 feet tall, towering above those who bow before her.
So is like the book completely ruined?
So there was you were almost done with chapter 10 about Goda, and then there was 3 other chapters left. If you give me a survival check is what I'm going to look for to tell you what happens to the book fully, but you drop it in the rain straight down pages
Can I
first into the
cast
rain.
Guidance on myself as I'm just trying to.
If you
scramble?
have like your, what's it called, you could use that.
What?
The what's that thing called, B? Do any of you guys have that?
Of what?
The thing that makes you can use it one time and you get the advantage automatically. Inspiration.
No, I don't.
Does anybody else you can
Ah.
give inspiration to you? But also you can definitely cast guidance on yourself. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast guidance. I'll throw it in the chat real quick.
Okay.
I think it's just an extra D4.
Yep. So a survival check plus 1d4.
So I'm gonna need it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You this book slips out of your hands and falls page first into the water, and it terrifies you, but you quickly slip a hand down there, get underneath the book, pick it back up, and you spend the next couple of hours figuring out how to dry it. You go through a series of different things before you finally just spend the time to blow on the book from a distance like this. And to your knowledge, nothing has been destroyed. You just don't get any more reading done today. Great save on the book there. You almost lost the last 4 chapters. With that, let's move on to Zahn, and Zahn reading the Nadinus 1. B, you got this?
Yeah, I got that.
There had to be a button when you rolled in that.
Yeah, so you've tried to read this book before. I think I have a place. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and give me your intelligence check.
Yes, look at William. Look at me. I have not rolled higher than an 8 on intelligence this entire campaign.
I just don't know how that's possible.
12. And I mean, was there anything else you were going to want to do today? Or are you basically just reading?
The reason I made you roll a d4 is because you should have
Pretty much just reading.
or like theoretically could have.
Yeah, okay.
Really, I'm sorry, Marshall.
No,
So, with the 12, I will give you,
How mad would you have been if you lost it?
you get through, I don't know, maybe about 6 chapters or so. You get through about a fifth of the book. No, maybe a quarter of the book. And basically the main points you get out of it are, and I'll,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
I'll send you some. Are you just gonna tell everybody this, or do you want me to send it to you? No, never mind. I'll send it to you. You can decide.
Okay. I'm gonna tell everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to tell everyone, just basically once we send it to you, just you can copy it and paste it and put it back in the chat or something if you want to. But we want to give you at least the opportunity to not share it. But that is kind of the like he asked you is going to be how the best way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I sent that to Hank. Oops.
I was wondering, but I like it.
There we go.
Yeah, that just makes no sense. So you
Okay,
could
Zon.
roll it, but sorry.
You got through. You read. You know, this is a religious text / historical text. It's very long-winded. So those are basically the 2 main points that you get out of what you've read. There's also some anecdotes and random historical references, but you know, unless you actually want a book, then that's what you get out of it.
Okay. I'm not quite sure how to copy this.
You should be able to just highlight it, right click, copy,
There we go.
and then you
I
can
did
just
try
paste it
that.
in the
I
chat.
wanted
Okay. Somebody else was reading a book, right?
Baracus is reading Nadinus 2.
All right. And we'll say Zahn has been telling you everything that she has read. Oh, actually, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, never mind. Nobody's read book 2. Okay. Go ahead, Baracus, give me an intelligence check.
I shall. My gosh.
Please don't drop into the water.
Yeah, you didn't see anything. I mean, you started reading, and then you were like, you know, why would I read? Why would I do that when I could also just take a nap?
Sound like me for real.
And so you basically sleep the entire day. You're wet, but it doesn't seem to bother you. You're just kind of chilling.
All right.
So with that, your day passes. And it sucks, honestly. I mean, Zahn got some good reading done, and likely it's just because of being a monk, she's able to focus more than you guys might. But this rain was horrible. Like, it was a torrential downpour from the minute you woke up until when you went to bed. It was still pouring. But that was your day, and it was gross and it was horrible. But you guys survived it. You eat some rations. Or are you guys taking a ration off each day? That's on me that I should have told you that.
How many should we have taken?
This should have been, you should have 5 rations, minus 5 rations from each of you by now. The end of this day 5.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Yeah, you guys need to take a ration off each day that you're not in like a city where you can eat normally. That's the only times you should be worrying. Well, you should be worrying about them regardless, but you're normally being fed or have access to food, but out here you're not. So every day 1 ration. Also, it doesn't matter.
Cameron. Oh, okay. Wait in a sec.
Oh, Aerith is
What's he
gone.
doing?
I have no idea. Cameron just called him. His brother. Okay. With that, you guys wake up the next morning, kind of soaking wet. But you wake up to a light rain day. It's still raining, but nowhere near as much as it was yesterday. At this point, you walking in it, it's gonna be like suck. You're gonna be wet and stuff, but it's not gonna be like as much of a problem as yesterday was. But it is still raining, so you guys can decide what you'd like to do with that.
Since it's lighter.
Can't stay for. I will keep walking.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was yesterday, so I think we have a better chance at making a little bit more ground.
Okay. All right. So is that the plan? All of you guys want to keep walking?
Yeah.
All right. Baracus, will you roll me 1d10 plus 6, please?
I shall.
Slightly less. Mm-hmm. So 14. Yeah, so like the rain really didn't slow you guys at all down compared to some of your other days. I think you guys were ready to hit the road.
Way to hold it, relaxation.
Sorry, that shouldn't be as funny as it is. At the end of the day, as the sun is starting to set, it's getting dark. But you kind of keep pushing yourself a little bit longer because in front of you, you see where the mountains actually start coming together into this small and I'm gonna throw it over to Brendan at this point. You make it to the base of these mountains.
Yeah, and I'm going to say let's take a quick break because I gotta pee incredibly bad and I can't describe anything while that's happening. So 5 minutes.
Yep.
Is there?
Okay.
You roll. Well, you're not gonna read. You, Marshall, I'm gonna say it. I don't think Geth is literate. Like, I genuinely don't.
I have an illiterate character and she's better at reading.
It's bad, honestly. It's bad what's happening.
Literally no higher than an 8 on any of my intelligence rolls, like at all.
Aerith didn't care less and he read.
Aerith, Colby, I'm just gonna give Aerith the Tamora book to read for me from now on because apparently literally can't read.
It's like literally a book to your god. Like, what'd you do it in church when you were like a kid? Did you just never read? Like, what happened?
I don't fucking know. That's the thing.
Got me shook.
I feel my god's not listening to me. I can't do anything.
Because you're abusing nice little elves with books.
That's true.
Right. Spitting.
I think specifically I did throw the Tamora book at you. Maybe Tamora's mad at me for that.
Honestly, fair. You took a gamble. That's what happens, Marshall.
But okay. Also, that doesn't make sense because I rolled a nat 1 on missing you. If anything, Tamora wanted me to hit you.
So maybe that's what it is. I like that. And then she's still like, yeah, maybe she feels bad.
So she's taking it out on me?
Yeah, of course. I don't see the issue.
Oh my god. I feel hated at this Chili's tonight.
You feel hated in this Chili's? It's probably because of the inherent homophobia of chilies.
Fair.
Is it?
Only peppers.
You're right. I have to type some stuff here, so just don't look over here. Yep, it shouldn't take very long. Hopefully, theoretically. What?
I don't know if we'll get those.
I know things. I don't know things.
Colby,
Yes,
tell me to make a general intelligence check.
Marshall, make a general intelligence check.
Okay, drop the die. Great start. 19.
That was a waste.
So from now on, Colby, you're the one to tell me I need to roll intelligence.
Nope, that's not how that works. But Dad.
Brandon, shut up. You weren't here for the conversation.
Oh, yikes.
Hey,
I got aggressive.
hey,
Hey.
hey.
You.
Oh, that's not fun.
Fair.
You want to come on up?
No, I'm perfect. Thank you, though.
Is it snowing outside? Is it snowing in Michigan?
No, it snowed a ton last night, but then nothing today. To my knowledge. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be snowing. Marshall checking.
It's not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It blurry for like 20 minutes.
Oh,
It did. That was fun. I liked that.
it's kind of warm here. All our snow melted. We got like 3 inches and then it all melted.
It's crazy how much it snowed this year, but I'm realizing this is more normal, I think, than what
Yeah.
last year. Last year it didn't snow very much.
It is December.
It is December. That is true.
Why?
Where the fuck? I dropped my D4.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's in my shirt. We're good.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? No, you're good. Fair. Save it. You can make a small one.
A shot.
All right.
They made a shot of rum and coke.
Christian, are you there? Is Marshall, are you prepared?
I got my alcohol. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys you're approaching and you see that as you've been walking, the mountains have just been kind of narrowing and narrowing on either side of you. And you kind of get up to a point where the mountains kind of meet, and you can see that ahead of you, maybe half a mile or so. And you can see that the mountains kind of come together and there's this low dip, like a saddle between 2 mountains kind of ahead of you. So you notice, yeah, thanks Hank for running that. But you notice that like these mountains are really tall and jagged everywhere, and you've been passing them. It's kind of like you've seen pictures of the Alps. They're very steep, like jagged mountains. So that's what it's looked like for much of your journey. And you notice ahead of you, there's just this kind of low sloping saddle between the mountains. And you see that the path starts to kind of go uphill in about a half mile or so. And while it's kind of late afternoon and you could probably continue going, and you're planning on continuing going, PAF is going to say at some point, hey, I think we should set up camp here for the night.
Well, wouldn't it be a better idea to keep going and try and make it through this little narrow part before we set up camp?
We're not really. I'd say it's better to stop right here, and then we can kind of get through that part. You know, we go up an elevation, and we can do that tomorrow.
If we can set up camp before we start to try to go through the pass, then I would prefer that. Just because if there is anyone coming or traveling through it, I mean, there's not going to be a lot we can do at that point at camp.
Yeah, we may want to step off of the path just a little bit. I'm not a navigator myself, but I'm sure one of you could make sure that we don't get lost. But we should probably get further away from the road tonight than we have been.
Let's not
I agree.
stray too far from the path, though. We don't. I'm more scared of things that will come out of the nearby forest than I am of stuff that we'll see on the path.
This feels like a highway, and I don't want to be close
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, exactly. I can assure you. Let's set up camp, please. Let's go off the path and set up camp, and maybe I can make clear my worries, but we should get a spot set up before it gets too dark.
All right, Path.
PAF is going to suggest you go about a quarter mile or so off of the path, maybe a half a mile, and you'll notice that the trees at this point have become denser. Kind of at the base of these mountains, there's more dense trees. It's a little bit, yeah, it's more forested.
Zahn can set up cairns as we go. Just small, like inconspicuous ones, or like mark a tree in a certain way, so we know which path we took to get to camp.
Okay, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That would ease Geth's mind a little. He's not too comfortable going off into the denser part of the woods.
Yeah, you guys want to give me a survival check at advantage, just to make sure that we can navigate a little bit off the road.
Does anybody
I
have?
have 2.
I have a 3, but I'm not great at rolling. If you haven't guessed.
Matt has it, if you haven't
I have a
guessed.
0, so that ain't me.
Sorry.
Disgusting.
Aerith, what's your survival modifier?
I think it's 2.
Okay.
Elite.
I'm gonna take a chance and roll for us if that's
Good.
okay.
Do it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, 11 is good enough. You guys had a good plan. You set up these cairns. You feel pretty confident you can get back to the path. So you set up camp the way you have every night. And let me get this all, get myself situated. What day are we on?
6.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
You set up camp the way you have. And Path is going to, after you've set everything up, you have a little fire going. He's gonna kind of call everybody around. He's gonna he's gonna ask for everybody to come kind of sit around the fire with him. Will you all do that?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So my guard before, when he told you this plan, he mentioned that there were potentially some bandits up in this mountain pass. There is it's kind of an outpost, maybe, up in the pass. And I will not lie to you. I did know about it. I just knew that if I expressed to you the severity of this threat, then you might not take me. But I can assure you that you will be rewarded for getting through this. But it's an outpost of a cult. We ran into a few of their followers before.
What cult again?
What is on? Did you say something?
Yes, asshole. I would have collected the scalps if I knew that they were members of the cult that we needed to pass through.
Yeah,
Good.
that might have been a it's the cult of the god of death. They see this region of the world, this nation, and worships Baal. And Baal is the god of death. And
Yeah.
certain groups might be a little bit more zealous than others. And this one has been known to inhabit this mountain pass.
Of course. We
Yeah.
want to make it easy.
So they have likely great a decent treasure that you'd be welcome to if we make it through this or if you can capture it from their fort. But going up this mountain pass, I don't think we'll be able to avoid them.
You keep saying if, and that's not getting past me. How powerful are they? If we're being
Wow.
quite
I would not have brought you with me on this journey. I would not have asked for your help if I didn't think that you could that you could get me past this. I definitely couldn't on my own. But I wouldn't bring us out here for a suicide mission. That being said, I don't think that it will be easy.
right, of course.
How many of them are there?
I have no idea. Being from another nation, it's really only rumors that we've heard, but fairly strong rumors. I did research the path.
Is there any chance they could be after you like the rest of the continent seems to? Or at least from this territory?
I don't believe so. This group is not associated in the political realm. While most of the nation does follow Baal, I think this is an outlier. This group is, like I said, a cult.
So you won't become a target if we do have to come into contact with them.
No, and neither should you. I don't believe. I think you might actually be doing the nation of Doran a service by clearing out this encampment. So that's you could gain potentially some favor with the nation we're currently in and some treasure.
All right. It's a win-win. Sounds like.
I believe it is, and I'd like to apologize again. I haven't been completely forthright with you, but I really appreciate what you've done. And again, you'll be rewarded handily when we arrive in Chateau.
Well, we're not gonna take you back. And I look over at Geth.
Wait, what?
Quick glance. We're not gonna take you back.
Take him back to Mock, or
Like take him back home because of this.
oh,
I wouldn't want you to have to resort to plan B. And he'll glance at Zahn as he says that.
Wouldn't make sense to do plan B at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do tonight? You have a little bit more time because we stopped early.
I would like to ask Pap another question.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Is he hiding anything else from us? Now that he's come clear about this, I don't exactly trust him. And as we established earlier, a lot of Geth's relationships are built on trust. And if he can't trust Pap, he doesn't want Pap to be a bigger liability than he already is.
Look, I did hide maybe the severity of this. I didn't maybe give you as many details as I should have when we left, but I did ensure that my guard would warn you of the fact that there were bandits here. You wouldn't be completely unprepared. This is all that I have to hide from you. Once we get to Chateau, you can be done with me. I'll give you money, and we'll go our separate ways.
Do I believe Pap when he says that?
Give me an insight check.
Poor guy.
He seems perfectly truthful to you. He sounds genuine.
Okay. Geth is just gonna kind of shrug his shoulders. He's gonna look towards everyone else, and he's gonna say, at this point, might as well see it through so we can at least see some coin come our way.
Like that attitude.
Paf, since you've known this
Yes.
information longer than the rest of us, have you come up with any plans for whenever we do encounter them, or are you just completely relying on us to kill them all?
I'm not certain that violence is necessary. People do make it through this pass. But I'm not certain. I will tell you, I'm not certain how. My information, I will tell you, as they told me, is that there is a rogue cult to Ball that in pass north of Chateau. They're dangerous and do kill people as they pass through. They also roam the woods to the east of the Chateau and kill people as they pass through. They kill travelers that they see as weak, that they're able to hunt down. But I do know that this is a passage regularly used for the certain logging trade routes do pass through here and are able to pass through without massive casualties. So it is possible to get through. That's what I have for you. I don't have a plan. I think we'll have to approach the situation carefully and make a plan from there.
All right. Big day tomorrow.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do tonight? I'd say probably about 2 hours of free time rather than the normal one.
I'll finish tanning.
I'd like to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Geth.
I'd like to try and pray to Tamora one more time.
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, you're gonna set out your candles, do all your stuff. Yeah, and then give me a religion check.
Oh, come on, dice work. 9.
9. Yeah, you set out your candles. What all do you do for the ceremony again?
I set gold pieces or whatever money I have on me into a little pyramid where it's like 1 on the 2 ends, 2 on the 2 middles, and then 3 on the middle, and then set up 2 candles on either side. And I've been putting the bag of sand in front of the little altar that I build.
Okay.
Have that from
Yeah, you do all of that and you sit there for about 30 minutes or so. You're really, really focused today. You feel very very in tune with Tamora. You feel very focused. And you sit there and after about 30 minutes, you really start to, all of this thinking of Tamora reminds you of home. You get a little sad, and then you feel a strong urge to gamble on something.
Okay.
Aerith, what do you want to do?
Aerith is just gonna chill. Aerith can't think of anything in particular.
He already got
All
it.
right, Aerith is gonna smoke some weed and hang out.
Yup.
Baracus.
Baracus is just gonna. No, Baracus is going straight to sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You guys, you
He's
sleep
prepared.
and can Hank, where's the sleep order?
It is on current session plan. A15. The tab, sorry. There's 5 periods.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Geth and Aerith, can you both give me a perception check?
That's a gift.
Oh shit! He comes alive.
Geth sees whatever you
Oh
yeah.
shit! They
Yeah.
come alive.
You're sitting there, and all of a sudden, a swarm of fireflies is around you. You see them. I guess they're not around you. They kind of pass by the camp, but you definitely notice this. And there's just a lot of fireflies that are all of a sudden kind of around your camp.
Are they just like circling us?
They don't seem to notice you. They're just kind of doing their thing, being like fireflies. They don't seem like they're acting different than fireflies normally act. There's just a lot of them.
Okay. I'm going to try and very quietly walk over to the tent and start trying to wake the other 3 up.
Yeah, you wanted, can you roll me maybe a stealth check for how well you can wake them up quietly?
You sure about that?
Oh, you got it, man.
Okay, that's
Let's
not
go.
16. Yeah, you're able to wake them up really quietly. Yeah, I mean, pretty well. Yeah.
What do you want?
Fireflies are starting to act a little strange, and it's starting to
Fire?
if
You
you come
woke
out,
me up. Fireflies?
Baracus, I know it sounds crazy, but you have to trust me. I feel uneasy about this.
Fine.
Aerith, what are you doing right now?
Aerith is trying to look through the fireflies. Aerith is on edge. He doesn't know what's happening. He's just trying to see if he sees anything else other than the fireflies.
With a 20 perception,
Mhm.
no, you see the fireflies.
Okay.
Are you sure they were acting weird, man?
They came from nowhere. I swear, if I wasn't so unnerved, I wouldn't have woken you up.
I guess you're right. Do we just stay here? Or what are we doing?
I honestly not sure, but I would feel much better if you all were awake for a little while to see what these fireflies do. And before he gives Baracus another chance to respond, Geth's gonna like pull out of the tent and start beginning to look around. Do I see anything?
23 perception. You see just the fireflies.
Okay.
It's dark. It's cool. There's a slight breeze, but pretty nice day.
Do I hear anything?
Or night. No, I'm telling you, got a 23 perception. I'm telling you, you see fireflies running through. It's nighttime. It's dark. That's all. That's what you're seeing right now.
Okay. I'm gonna. I'm actually.
Look, maybe when there's action and Baracus goes back to sleep.
That's very
Yeah.
fair.
Zahn and Baracus, you were both woken up. Can you give me constitution checks to see how easily you go back to sleep? If you would like to, Zahn.
He's gonna sleep like a baby. I already know. 1 second.
Yeah, Zahn, you're able to fall right back to sleep. Baracus, you have a little trouble, but ultimately you're able to fall back asleep. Yeah, you noticed you're on edge for your watch. And these fireflies kind of last for about an hour. They just hang out in this area, but they're this whole time just kind of slowly moving through, kind of as fireflies do. And after about an hour, they're gone, and you continue your watch. And with that, the night finishes, and you all wake up the next morning.
Geth is going to approach Baracus whenever Baracus is like fully awake. He's gonna say, "I'm so sorry. I promise I didn't mean to. Wake you guys up. I just felt really on edge. I've never seen fireflies act like that before, and this whole this whole mission has me in a bit of a tizzy. You see."
Better safe than sorry, I guess. Let's kill these bandits. I'm ready for gold. Let's just be honest.
Baracus hasn't
No
had
offense.
a fight in a while.
We need, oh,
Yeah, Pap is going to hear this and say, I do suggest caution in this situation. Please don't get yourselves and consequently all of us killed. I think that we should approach this group with caution.
Are you certain that we have to deal with them? Our only mission whenever we left was to make sure you made it to Chateau Monix alive.
Well, like I said, you might be able to get through without conflict. I'm not certain how the logging companies manage it. I didn't speak with them. I didn't have time before we left, and I had never thought to ask before. But there is, I believe, some way to get through without violence.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure how I feel about traveling with a man of such high degree as yourself through a passive towards bandits.
Yeah, they're not bandits. Like I said, I don't believe that they are after us for money. They are religious zealots.
Power
And none of us follow Paul.
might be a reason for them to attack. Power can sometimes be just as important as wealth, and sometimes they go hand in hand. So there's no telling what they could do if they have you. I still intend to keep true to my promise that we will deliver you to Chateau Monix, but just know that I'm not super keen on what you've decided to withhold from us thus far.
What if they have to
I
pay a toll?
I have what?
What do you think they'll have us pay a toll?
It could be as simple as that. And I hope that it is. I'll pay the toll. It'll be easy. We'll go right through.
That's all right. I'm cool with that.
Hey, Aerith,
Yes.
how are you feeling about the plan?
Aerith is fine with the plan. He feels like he can trust Pav because like he knows what Pav is wanting out of this. And yeah, he wasn't too trusting of this other nation and Plan B, so he's happy to be going with this.
All right. Yeah. Who rolled the last time?
I believe Baracus did.
Your boy.
All right, Geth, roll me a D10 plus 8. You'll notice you wake up and it's a beautiful day, blue skies. It's warm, but not too warm. It's about 70 degrees. 15 miles. Yeah, cool.
Ow.
So you all start making your way out, and as soon as you kind of get back to the road, which you find really well because you set up these nice cairns for yourself, and that was very smart. You get on the road, and about a half a mile or so, you come to where it starts switchbacking up this mountain, and you are it's pretty tiring. You're walking, you're gaining a lot of elevation here, but you're walking up this switchback. This doesn't seem to really be, I guess, a road. I should specify. It's a path. It's kind of like a hiking trail that you've seen if you've ever been on a hiking trail, but it's not a road for sure. It doesn't seem like people really. It might be just wide enough for a cart, maybe one of those like the carts that you saw earlier, but it's not a very wide path at all. It's probably barely wide enough for that. But you make it up. You make it up, and after about 8 miles or so, it kind of starts leveling out, and you're on this beautiful mountain. You're in this beautiful mountain this saddle, right? There's mountains on either side of you, and you're walking kind of on fairly flat ground through this pass. And so it's this nice green meadow. There's a lot of trees up here. And then after about 10 miles or so, nine and a half, you notice in front of you these walls of mountains on either side of you are narrowing further, and ahead of you is a structure. You'll notice it, and Path will point it out. It's kind of a structure that is built. It's like a wall that goes between these two mountains. So there's no way around it. It's just built from basically the two walls of the two side walls of this building are the mountains. And so there's this big wall essentially that blocks your path, and it narrow the mountains on either side of you narrow so far that it's probably only a few hundred feet wide at that building. And Path will point it out and say, I believe that the bandits live in there, or the cultists live in there.
I'm still very wary of taking Path through this part. I feel like we kind of need to change the order up a little bit as far as like the maneuvering through this place goes. What if we pushed or is Aerith 4th or 5th in the walking order?
I think I'm last.
The marching order is Aerith is last. It goes Baracus, Geth, Path, Zon, and Aerith.
Okay. What if we switched Zon and Path? So Path is fourth and Zon is third. That way it's only the first three of us that have to deal with the bandits if there is a toll. And then we can maybe think about trying to get Path through as one of the party without drawing too much attention to him. I feel like he might be like known, even if they are just the cultists. Or should
Are
we?
you saying, because Path is with you?
Yeah.
Are you saying this? Yeah, Path is gonna say, I really don't believe that these people know who I am. My face isn't all over Doran or anything. I would really only be well known within Mock. Even outside of there, they might not know my face.
I would rather Path be in a position to speak. And
Speak?
he looks non-threatening.
He is a politician.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
so
we can definitely do that. So are we fine with just our current walking order then? Or do we want to push him a little bit further to the front?
I'll protect them.
yeah, maybe behind Baracus.
Okay.
Baracus is probably threatening enough.
Okay, can you tell me are you changing the marching order?
Yeah, it'll be Baracus, Path, Geth, Zon, and Aerith.
Okay, so it's just Path and Geth. They're changing places in kind of the middle.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Okay.
Just as a precaution,
Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
just as a precaution, I'm going to place my hand on Path's shoulder and say, "Tamora be with you," and cast Blessing of the Trickster on him.
Yeah, can you post it?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so are you guys just gonna kind of walk up to this thing? To this wall?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that up to Baracus since he's the one leading.
No, yeah. We gonna walk up. No sense of sneaking.
Yeah, you'll notice that you'll notice there are trees where you are, but as you get closer, the trees kind of there aren't many trees around this thing, and you'll notice as you get closer, there actually aren't any trees within a few hundred feet of the entryway. They seem to have been cleared at some point.
Okay. Yeah. So we just gonna walk.
Okay. And I'll move you guys over to a map. Don't be alarmed.
I'll try not to.
Yeah. So yeah, you walk within 100 or so feet, and you'll notice there are some broken palisades. The parts of them are still standing about 8 feet tall. But these wooden structures that are kind of around the outside, but most of it's broken and fallen down. In front of you stands about an 80-foot tall building. It's a wall kind of building. It's 80 feet tall. It's very tall. It goes up really high on these mountains. And can let's see. Can Baracus, can you give me a history check?
A history check. Ew.
Yeah.
Get much from him, I'll tell you that. Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll notice, in your time with Aaron, he had access to a pretty large library. and you'll recognize that the architecture on this big stone building wall is dwarven. Interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
But you see in front of you, there's this big building, and it has those kind of narrow, I forget what they're called, those narrow windows that are on a castle, that are kind of slanted outward like this, so that you can aim a bow out of them, but it's harder to shoot in. It has a lot of those windows on either side, and then there's one large wooden door at the very center.
Okay.
And there are 4 stories to this thing, and then at the top are some turrets, or not turrets, but the
Like a tower.
those, things on top of the castle.
Yeah.
You're with me? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, turret's a good way to describe it, with the little kind of block things in the circle. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hank, they're on the GM layer.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if you were ready for them.
Yeah, you can move them. You can show them.
I figured they would be able to see it. I just wasn't sure. I just wanted to take the time to make sure they were all set up.
Yeah. So you're standing before this thing. What would you like to do?
Keep walking.
Do we see any movement from any of the stories? Like, are we like, can we see any sort of like guards or people looking out through any of the windows, or?
Can you give me a perception check?
I'm certainly trying.
Certainly.
That's all we can do in this world, right?
Working gold.
Zon is also
you
going
don't.
looking for movement.
Okay, we'll just give Geth or advantage on that. And you don't see anything. Yeah, these are really narrow windows, right? They're like 6 inches wide or so, maybe 6 inches. Yeah, about 6 inches. They're pretty narrow there. So you don't see anything, and you don't see any light coming from inside there either.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking. Slowly.
Okay.
Oh, is it supposed to be right behind him?
I didn't know if there was a specific reason for it.
No, I'm just walking path up behind him.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Fun fact, you can click on your character token and then use the arrows to move a spot, and that's kind of fun.
I knocked 3 times on the door.
Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Yeah, you knock on the door, and you hear from within, oh, one moment. And you end up waiting. You end up waiting about 5 minutes outside this door. And then a halfling actually answers the door. And the halfling he's dressed in robes. You'll notice very similar, if not the same robes to those that you saw on the people that you fought earlier. And he's bald and covered in very red tattoos. I'll say yes. Welcome to our humble abode. How can I help you?
We're looking for passage, if at all possible, through your thing. We're just travelers, and we're just trying to get through?
Yes. Just give me 1 second. He's gonna, the door will slam shut, and you'll hear like a pattering of steps kind of running away. And that's it for now. And then about 5 minutes later, at the door, is somebody, the door will open, and you'll see standing there in front of you is a drow. He has bright white hair. He's wearing robes similar to those you'd seen before, except more ornate. Instead of just kind of red, like patches on it, it's ornate, like red. There are roses and vines kind of across the front of this. And he stands there and he says, "Yes, my name is Dralvi. You would like passage through our mountain?"
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, let's step outside for a moment. And he's gonna kind of force his way out, and stand. Yeah, you guys move back one, and he's gonna just kind of force his way. Why is that not?
Let me fix that. That's my bad, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. I'm gonna be in front of him. Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna stand there, and he's gonna, as he's standing there, he's gonna turn around and say, "Hey, Bob, would you come out here with me, please, and meet our new friends?" And he's gonna step aside, and next to him will step this guy, and Hank. You can.
Yeah, the guy that steps out is a really just huge human guy. He has his hair kind of like shaved sides and like a massive ponytail that just runs like all the way down his back, like a mohawk into a ponytail. That's like kind of has like knots all the way down. He too is completely covered head to toe in those red tattoos. And he's wearing like these shorts, like these black shorts with red trim and nothing else. He is barefoot, his chest is bare, and in his hands, he has an absolutely massive axe as well. And he walks out and just kind of looks at you and just goes,
Yes. Well said, Best of Ball. That's our friend here, Best of Ball. So it seems, Bob, that our friends here would like passage through our mountain pass here. And you'll also notice that these two, as they step out, behind them steps this little halfling guy, and he's just gonna kind of squeeze next to the human, the berserker.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
He's gonna the big dude, shirtless dude's gonna go. Well, good thing passage through here is pretty reasonably priced then.
It is. You see, the only thing we request is we have a toll. You see. Then you just have to pay the toll and you can get right through. That's it.
Really?
Sounds enough.
Yeah. So you see, our patron, Ball, he's a good guy. He's I believe the most just and fair of gods. And in order for you to get through and maintain your, stellar relationship with the god of death, we just ask that you leave us a tribute. One of you must die, and you can get through.
I was under the impression the toll was of monetary coin.
Why were you under
That
that
seems to be on
impression?
you for making assumptions.
Yeah.
I, I yeah, I guess that was quite stupid of me.
Yes. So, well, which of you?
Okay.
And Path at this point will step forward, as you wanted him to do the talking. And he's going to nervously say, you see, my friends, none of these fine people deserve to die, but a fine tribute to Baal might be the cleric of another religion, and that would be this sir back here in the armor, Geth.
Geth is going to not react whatsoever. His expression doesn't change.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. We would love to take him. Would you all deliver your cleric to us, and we'll let you on your way? That's very fair, you see. Only one of you has to die, and you can all get through.
As he says this, the best of Ball is gonna kind of like have this leather strap that you see tied to his arm, and he's gonna kind of strop it down and just start sharpening his axe in front of you on the leather strap. This massive axe.
Geth is going to clear his throat and speak up. And he's going to say, while I may be of a separate religion, I can't help but be curious about the teachings of Baal. You see, my relationship with my goddess has been pretty spread thin here lately. I would much rather try and learn the teachings of Baal than lose my life here.
Well, you'll meet him soon.
What if we pay in lives we've collected along the way?
Oh,
That's
fitting.
that's an interesting proposal. Do you have proof of these lives that you've taken along the way?
We can tell you the story of them, and then I'm gonna nudge Geth about the beak.
Uh,
Oh my lord. All right. Yeah, Baracus is yeah, he's stepping right here, if we're being real. It's top.
Geth is going to take out the owl bear beak and the rabbit hides. Geth is actually going to step forward there. He's going to take out the owl bear beak and the rabbit hides. And he says, they may not be human lives, but they were lives nonetheless. From our days lost in these woods as we're trying to make our way through, we managed to kill and skin a few of these rabbits, and we were attacked by a wild owl bear. Hopefully these would suffice, and he's going to lay them on the ground in front of him.
Hey, can you make a deception check?
Yeah. Those are nice hides that you found. How many do you have there?
Hang on, let me double check. I think it's 4. I have 4 rabbit hides on me.
I have
because
an
you see the
elk
total.
hide.
Oh, an elk hide. Okay.
It's
And I
10.
have 4 deer.
4 deer. Wow. You see the toll is fresh human blood. Yeah, although elves or whatever the fuck you two are will do. I'll take all of those hides from you. Here, bring them here.
No.
Now, Zon, don't be rude. Geth is going to pick up his items and carefully walk forward and hand them out.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and he'll put his hands out and he'll take them. Thank you very much. What was your name, cleric?
My name is Geth.
All right, Geth. I suppose I will. I'll take these. Or did you all hand the your hides to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give him the fox fur, but not the elk.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for these, but ball requires a life, a life that we see taken. Best, how do you feel about this?
He's gonna kind of take some time and just look at each of you and then go, you know, I was just talking with Ball this morning, and I think he might be hungry.
I
Like,
sense that.
the longer they wait here, the hungrier he's probably getting, and the closer he gets to maybe needing 2 lives or 3, maybe more, the longer we wait here without giving offerings.
We'd
I
be
think
happy
that
to offer
seems,
you guys portions.
What was that, Lizard?
What?
We can offer you to him since you're so faithful and you'd love to serve him.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Then come up and offer me.
All right.
and we're gonna roll into initiative.
Yeah.
That was
Sorry.
Sorry. Awesome. I'm sorry. I really do wish there was some magical world where this was about to be a full-fledged fist fight to the death between Zon and this dude, but I get that that's not where we are. Brendan, I'll take care of paths.
Oh yeah, thank you. Oh man, the priest really didn't want to fight you guys.
It's not his fault that the beast of it's actually supposed to be the beast of Ball, but I did type best, so his name is the
Oh.
best of Ball.
Oh.
What?
The shirtless guy.
I
His
think
name is
that's
the
better.
best of Ball. Honestly, the best of Ball works great. I'm not mad about
Also
it.
didn't want to fight.
Also, I know this really isn't important, but can we talk about how absolutely huge the tokens for Baracus and Path are?
Yeah.
How absolutely massive they are.
At least these 3 guys are the same size as Geth.
That's true.
Yeah, Geth is tiny. Okay. And
Bro, who wants to fight, man?
all right, Aerith.
Buddy,
Oh wait. All right, Baracus, I see you.
Except your boy.
Aerith and Geth, can you both roll me a d20? And then Zon and Path, can you both roll me one as well? Geth and Aerith. So Aerith is gonna go first. Geth is gonna just move you down to 14. Then Zon, and so Zon's gonna go first. We'll move Paf down to 12. Cool.
Wild.
All right, and Baracus, you see as Zon gets his last words in, you see the Berserker ready his axe, and you see the priest start to conjure something up.
Which was, do we know
And
which?
with that,
I mean, you
we
would
know-
see
we
him.
know- but like,
This is the big dude in the middle.
yeah, I figured
This
that
is
much.
the guy who was talking most of the time. On the far left with the more ornate robes, and the one on the right is the halfling.
That's the priest.
I don't know.
He said he was about to conjure something, so I assume he's like.
Well, Brockus is going.
That's what I'm doing.
you're casting your Shillelagh or
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Yeah.
That's it.
I'm
Oh,
casting
and mirror image. Okay. So
And
3
that.
illusory. Okay, remember that anytime anybody attacks you, they need to do this. Remind me, okay? I smoked a little weed before this, and I've had a little whiskey, so this is you guys are gonna have to help me with this.
Okay.
Okay, any movement, or did you move?
Any substance in it?
Do you want to just switch this one?
And
Yes, but later.
let me
Yeah, because that's when no one uses. Yeah.
30 right here. Let's get it.
Okay, and Aerith, it is your turn.
Okay, Eris is gonna move right over there.
Nailed it.
And I'm gonna do a bow attack on the priest.
Okay.
Oh,
15.
What feels? Actually, it's just chilly on my butt.
Sorry, I think
Uh-huh.
15. Yeah, 15 hit.
okay, awesome. God damn.
And 5 damage. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, you really pierce him with the arrow. You hit him right in the stomach, and he's bleeding quite a bit. He seems in great discomfort from that. Yeah. Anything else, Aerith?
No, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, your turn.
Am I able to discern which one is the priest? Like,
So from left to right, when you're looking at them, the one on the far left is a drow and has very ornate robes. The one in the center is the large shirtless dude carrying an axe. The one on the right is the shorter halfling person wearing robes similar to the ones you saw a few days ago.
okay, which one was the one?
That's what you see. That's what you know.
I can't see if like one of them is like trying to cast something because I think. Okay. Anyway,
Nope.
Geth is gonna back up in front of Path, and I'm going to cast. I'm gonna reach into my bag and I'm gonna pull out the tiny strip of white cloth. I'm gonna hold it in the air and say, "Tamora, bless us." And I'm gonna cast aid on me, Path, and Zon.
Yeah.
So we all get an extra 5 health.
Cool.
Nice.
Zon and Path, can you both do that for yourselves? And or Death, you do that too.
I just put in the blue circle. That kind of makes it easier because then you can get rid of that first, then go to the other one without ever changing it.
Oh, that's smart.
If you put in the blue.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
Yep.
Oh, that's so smart. And then, yeah.
Mhm.
Don't kill me.
We'll see.
You're so right.
That's all. Yeah, for him.
Okay. Zon, your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. Hmm. I will use my scimitar on the priest or the guy on the left.
Yeah, do it. Oh man. Yeah, you slash into this guy. Really give him a good gash in his leg.
Okay.
He is not doing too hot.
I will spend a key point on my flurry of blows. And I will try and take him down again with an unarmed strike.
Yeah, you punch him and break his head open. As you punch him, it really just you feel brains at the end of this punch. It was a very solid blow, and he crumples.
Okay. Well then.
No.
Does the guy diagonally to me when I move, is he gonna have an attack of opportunity?
Depends on if you move away or where you move.
Okay.
Where if you stay within his range, he doesn't. But if you move out of his range, he does.
Okay. I'll get out of Colby's way then. I'll just move here. Or I'm in his range here. Still?
You're in his range, but yeah, you're in his range, but he doesn't get an attack of opportunity there because you never left
Okay.
his range.
So then I'll punch this guy to his right.
All right, go for it. A 10. God damn it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you punch this guy. Again, square in his face. And you break his nose. Like clearly nose broken. He's bleeding a lot out of his face. And he kind of stumbles back, and he looks very bothered by that punch.
Okay.
I don't like a world where things hit things.
That's my turn then.
Okay. And Path, it's your turn.
Yeah, Path is gonna pop up beside Geth and unleash just a volley of insults at the shirtless guy. Like he just starts going at him. He curses at him a ton. He's like, "You ugly motherfucker. The only thing uglier than your face is your tattoos covering your body and that axe you're holding in your hand. Honestly, the world would be better off if you were dead. But like Ball wouldn't even want you if you were dead." And he just unleashes on him. And he has to make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw or take the damage from it.
Why does that say 13 to the one down here says 12?
Ignore the one down there. Yeah, so he just hops out and just unleashes these insults. So many of them. I imagine this dude is unfazed. Is that what?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, is it half the damage?
No, it's none. It's a cantrip.
None? Okay.
Yeah, so
he's completely he's completely unfazed. He looks at Path, and honestly, he looks at Path kind of like he's gonna fucking kill him now. That's
There you go.
the face he's giving him
Yeah.
after that.
After doing that, Path is going to run here behind Baracus. And that is his turn.
Very good choice.
Thank you.
All right. And the ball follower. After being completely being punched in the face.
Path just attempting that and running the fuck away. That was awful. Stupid ugly son of a bitch.
Okay.
I don't like the silence.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bonus action. Cool. And he's gonna also, not that he did anything other than this, you wouldn't know. Cast a sacred flame against Zon right in front of him. DC 12 dexterity save or take 5 radiant damage.
What does that mean?
Roll it.
Make a dexterity save.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, you take 5 damage as this acolyte or this this worshiper of Baal blasts you with a little flame.
Almost my turn.
Okay. That is his turn. Oh, actually, not quite. Yeah, that's his turn. That's his turn. Now it is our berserker guy's turn.
Real quick, I just want to say this. While this has been going on, while everyone else is kind of attacking around him, this dude took the axe and cut into his leg where there clearly was already a wound, and then used the blood to paint his face. He literally just took his own blood and covered his face in it, just like running his hands down it to get ready for whatever is about to happen.
Oh, yep.
Hits.
And he is going to. Wow, is this really all that this guy has?
Yup.
I guess that makes sense. Okay.
He knows his job. Oh no.
Yeah, he's gonna recklessly attack. Oh, well, he didn't need to do that, but he's going to regardless. He's clearly reckless. He didn't need to, but and he's gonna attack Zon at advantage. With his great axe. 21. I'm guessing that hits.
Hey. I don't know. Are you sure?
For 11 damage. And then, because he only used some of his movement for that, that was 10 feet. Okay, so he's gonna move back here because he doesn't want to get hit by an arrow like he just saw his friend get hit by.
Tell his ass good luck.
Nope, not my fight. My fight, not my problem.
And well, that would have been the priest's turn, but somebody fucking killed him. And Baracus, your turn.
Mm, 10, 15, 20, wait, 15, 20, 25. Damn it. 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. O is right.
All right.
O is right. Yeah. It's time. Oh my. And this is what I'm casting.
Oh yeah, he
Okay.
used the staff. Yeah.
yeah, that hits.
I think that's pretty low damage.
Yeah, you whack this guy. You saw him cutting into his leg, and you're like, man, I should aim for that spot because that
Yep.
seems like a good place to hit him. Yeah, and you hit that spot, and it just kind of bounces off. Dude's got thunder thighs, and it kind of bounces off. It was a nice little whack, but it's kind of like when you're in the locker room and hit somebody with a towel. It's basically the reaction you get out of this.
Okay.
Honestly, the dude probably laughed.
I would
Yeah.
too. That's
Anything else, Baracus?
nah, he chilling.
All right, Aerith.
Okay, Aerith is gonna move there. And does this count as being on the other side of Baracus or no?
It does not.
Oh, okay. I'm still gonna do a
That would be
scimitar attack
opposite.
anyway. Okay, and oof.
Ugh.
7 does not hit. You expertly swing. You sprint up, expertly swing your scimitar. The little halfling is just a little too nimble for you. He ducks under it, and he makes sure to give you a little giggle for extra effort.
Disgusting.
Anything else, Aerith?
No, that's it.
And he's a halfling. All right, Geth, your turn.
Okay, Geth is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Geth is going to move there, and I'm going to cast Command on the Berserker. And I'm going to command him to actually wait, I'm going to cast it at level 2. So I can affect 2 people. And I'm going to command both of them to grovel. I'm gonna put that in as a level 2 spell real quick.
Yeah.
It didn't say. I don't know if that changed anything.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
What is your
Yeah, hang on.
Oh,
I'm reading it.
yeah, no worries.
You want them to grovel.
Yes. So they're both prone,
Okay.
which puts them at disadvantage for attacking,
Mhm.
and makes attacks against both of them at advantage, and they can't take an action next turn if they fail, because they have to. I believe that's how grovel works. Yeah.
Yep, because it happens on their turn. Yeah, when
Yeah.
this happens, the reaction.
Okay. You want in the save is 13.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Berserker's good.
You know,
Whew, he really slid that one in there.
he really
Yeah.
did.
And oh, sorry, was it wisdom?
Yep.
Yeah. Are you
That's
fucking-
wild. That's
All
wild.
right.
Crazy.
You know the spell slot does still get.
Yeah, I
okay.
know, but like that's so fucking stupid.
No, that was rough. That really was a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
who
Yeah,
predicted two
okay.
13s get rolled?
it happens.
Anything else, Geth?
No.
Okay, good.
All right, Zon, let's see it.
Oh, sorry. Wait. He said. Hang on. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Zon.
Yeah, I
don't
was
see
joking.
it yet.
I said. No. Really sad for him, but
I'm just gonna use my bonus action to shout. We've already taken 1 life. Is that not enough?
damn.
I respect
Fair
it.
enough. All right, Zon, your turn.
Okay. I'm
Give
gonna
it to him.
move.
I have your back.
This guy does a lot of damage, so I'm gonna do the scimitar on the berserker.
Okay.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I will
you slash into him, kind of slash across his chest, and it's a really deep gash. He's bleeding pretty good right now. Anything else?
Yeah, I spent a key point on my flurry of blows again, and I'm going to again try and break the face of the guy in front of me.
Do it.
All right.
My lord.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, you punch him, and again you get brains all over your fist. Yeah, you punch straight into his face again, and it was clearly weakened from your previous blow because you're a giant fucking lizard person
True.
punching a halfling. And yeah, you really just do what you should do to a halfling if you're a giant fucking lizard person, and you break his head open. So, yeah.
Cool. And I'm gonna yell life number 2, and then I'm going to punch the berserker.
Fucking wild.
Which I mean,
Oh, and this is at disadvantage actually, or at advantage for you. Sorry,
Why?
because he recklessly attacked. He recklessly attacked last turn. He didn't need to, but he did, and that was his fault.
She rolled a 12.
yeah.
12 does not hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You punch and he pretty well avoids it. He's seemingly pretty agile. Okay, Paf, your turn.
Yeah, Path a little shaken up after his last attempt to mock this guy. He's instead gonna go the other route, and he's gonna walk a couple steps forward to here behind Geth. Let me see if that's enough. Yep, and he is gonna attempt to charm this guy. With you.
The short rotund man.
He is going to attempt to charm the humanoid. It's a wisdom saving throw, I believe a DC 13, but wait, with advantage if you were your companion. So it does get an advantage because of that, roll, it gets an advantage because we're in the middle of a fight right now, but it doesn't say what it is. What it's going to be what his wisdom is, right? Or his spellcasting modifiers. Oh, 13. 13. It's a 13. Sorry, I see it here. So he has to wait.
Okay.
He gets an advantage on it, but it's a wisdom throw. That's a failure. He is charmed.
Yeah.
Sorry. Palfret is ready.
Charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it is charmed by you. All right.
Half is gonna walk up now. Sorry, right to there. And he's gonna say, my friend, I think it's time you lead us through to the other side of the pass. And then he's gonna turn and look at Geth and say something along the lines of, I figured it would be in like this regardless, and I'm sorry that your name got used. That's his turn. That's all Pat wants to do.
Okay.
Where's Timothy, you guys?
My God.
Oh, brides you as a friendly acquaintance.
Do you remember that?
It lasts for an hour. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the berserker is gonna look around, and he's gonna say, you know, two lives, I believe, was enough. Yeah. Look, we can. We'll take you. I'll take you through. Yeah. Paul bless you. And yeah, he's gonna put down his axe. Actually, he's gonna put down his axe and put it in front of you.
Path is gonna pick it up.
My goodness.
Okay. Can I lead you through? I'll just show you the way out.
Oh, B, I'll switch back to him so you can be Path if you would like.
Oh yeah, go for
So should I lead you in, show you the way out?
it.
It's the good, the original. That would be very gracious of you.
He's gonna like kind of move towards the door and open the door and then kind of stop and look straight to Path and say, I don't suppose you wanted to meet their master before I take you through?
No, we would like to get through.
Oh, of course. No, I understand. I just wanted to make sure I offered. So he's going to open the giant door and lead you guys inside of this. And Brennan, can you explain what the place looks like a little bit?
Yeah, you walk in and it's basically just a big empty stone hall. You notice on your right side, there's some stairs immediately to your right, kind of against this front wall that go up, and they probably go up to those upper levels. And you're walking through this hall, and then about halfway through the hall, there's a big door, another similar sized door to this big big wooden door you walked through. But yeah, about, I don't know, 300 feet, maybe 500 feet in front of you is the exit to the place, which is another another large door. So essentially, you've got a big room, door you walked in, some stairs to your right, a door to your right, and then a door at the back. And the guard is leading you. The berserker guy is leading you to the door at the back.
Yeah, as you guys walk through this big hallway, he goes, "You actually came at a pretty good time. A lot of the other followers are out on the hunt right now." They're just kind of marching through there.
If you don't mind me saying, on the hunt for what?
You, me, anyone who's out there, really.
I really should have guessed. I was quite serious about wanting to learn more about the teachings of Baal, though. You wouldn't happen to have any extra books lying around that detail his activities?
Not on me, but many of our hunting parties do carry a book titled An Extremist Guide to Death. It's worth a read. I have spent many good hours trying to figure out how to read it. I'm not very good at reading myself.
It's okay, neither am I.
Okay.
Huzzah.
Anywho, you should pick yourself up a copy of that if you'd like to learn about the true runnings of the church.
If I come across it, I will most happily give it a glance.
Again, I could go into the master's chamber and get you one if you would like.
Oh no, it's quite okay. We're a bit on a time crunch at the moment.
Oh, I didn't realize that. And he's gonna take off like on a jog towards the door and be like, "Come on," and just start jogging to the door. That's straight down the hallway from you guys.
Yeah, Path is gonna jog after him. He's kind of jiggling, but he jogs.
Forgot Path was short and chubby.
Yeah.
They make it to the end of this hall, and there's another set of doors, and he opens it. And outside is pretty much the exact same scene as what the front of this looked like, just leading down slightly instead of up.
Yep.
And then he says, now this is your way through. So I guess I'm just coming with you then.
No, that's okay. You can stay. You can stay back.
Are you sure?
We'll find our way out from here. We appreciate your help. Best of all.
Oh, yeah, thank you. What happened to my leg?
That was an unfortunate accident. You ran into a table.
Oh no. Should I go get it fixed now? Should I go fix it?
Yeah, you should
Okay.
be off.
Well, it was nice to meet the other four of you. And he's going to turn and just start jogging away.
Geth is gonna usher everyone out the
All
door.
right,
Go,
friends.
go.
Yeah. At this point, it's about let's see, you walked 10 miles to get there. Out of how many miles did you get that day?
We had a good amount, I believe.
15. They have another
Yeah, it
5
was-
to go.
15. Yeah, so you're about like 2 p.m. or so, 2 or 3 p.m. It's early afternoon. Yeah, Hank, can you add that to his character sheet? Sorry,
I did.
just drag it over. Okay,
Yep.
thanks. Yeah, you guys walk out the other side of this large temple, or large wall building thing, and Path is going to say, see, I told you it wouldn't be too much of a hassle.
My goodness. You did come in. You did come in clutch, though, Path. Path, you did come in clutch. So I give you all the credit. And of course, Zon, my goodness, 2 lives.
Geth is gonna
Yeah.
walk
That's
over
what
to
they
Zon.
asked for.
That was a badass.
Geth is gonna walk over to Zon and pat him on the back and cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that did not put anything.
What just happened?
Hang on, let me try something real quick.
Maybe if you just post the text, we can.
There is no text for it for some reason. For the
Oh,
one
interesting.
on me.
Hang on, I've got you. Are you rolling it at a first level?
Hang on, I got it.
Okay, you got it.
So yeah, Zon, you get 5 more health back.
Thank you.
And Geth is gonna turn towards Path, and kind of just nod his head. I will admit, that was some fine spell casting. I will give you that.
Yes, I maybe more help than I thought I would be. Again, thank you for bringing me along. From here on out, we shouldn't have to worry about more than just woodland creatures, and we should be on our way to Chateau. Well done, friends. Thank you.
Geth is gonna walk over to Path and just kind of. Would you mind if I saw that axe for a second?
Indeed, yeah, and he'll hand it over.
Is there any way I can inspect it to see if it's like a good axe or if it's just an axe?
Yeah, give me what do you think it would be, Hank?
Insight or history would be my vote.
You're just trying to see if it's a good axe, like if
Yeah.
it's a
Oh, then
well-made
survival.
axe.
Then
If
survival.
it's like high quality.
Survival.
Let's just do
insight.
what's the base of survival? What's the like
Intelligence or wisdom. Wisdom would be a good one for this.
wisdom? Yeah, do wisdom.
Contract.
That would
Yep.
make the most sense. Based on other axes that you've seen. 17? Yeah, it seems it's better made than a kobold axe. So it's better made. You'll notice, you remember Aerith's kobold dagger. Definitely better made than that. You could probably get an axe of this quality at, say, Three Rivers, or something like that. It's about that level, like a town of that size. You could probably get an axe of this quality. It's not hastily made, but it's also not ornately, or it's not ornate. It's a moderate axe.
Can I
Do you
tell
need
if
any more descriptions on the axe?
you did keep going. I like it.
dude, I just wanted to know if it's better than mine.
Well, okay. Well, if you ask that, where did you get your axe from?
I think Ormkirk.
Your hand axe. Oh, the hand axe was the hand axe held by the mayor of Ormkirk that Aerith, once he kidnapped him, Geth took the axe from
Yeah.
his side, and that's
Yeah.
the axe he's been using the whole time, the mayor's hand axe.
Yeah.
This
So,
is a great axe, by the way. This is not.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
a
this is a
two-handed massive axe. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought this was
you,
just.
you can see that it's about as well made as the mayor of Ormkirk's hand axe. They're, it's an average axe.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna question Path whether or not he feels comfortable using a weapon like this.
That's a great question. Hank, is Path comfortable using a weapon like this?
No, he is not. It's only he does not. He is not know how to use it. This is nothing he's ever seen
Yeah.
before. When he held it before, tried to hold it with one hand, and it just kind of dragged the blade on the ground. That's what he was holding it
I
like.
love that.
Friend, I am not comfortable with an axe like this. I would happily give it to you, as this is not what I'm going to be using going forward.
Well, I think it might be better to just find a place to drop it because I am also not super comfortable using a weapon like this, and I don't believe any of our other party members are. And it's no telling how much this particular weapon is going to weigh us down, and we're not sure if we'll be able to turn a profit for it.
Well, you see, oh god damn it, Queso, Jesus Christ. You see, Geth, I would like a memento from our journey together, and I think this great axe is a great way to do that. So I'm gonna hang on to it. I promise it won't slow us down. I
Yeah.
don't want to just leave it in the forest.
If that's the case, then I will happily take it off your hands.
Very well. I wouldn't mind if you gave it back to me at the end of our journey, but I'll understand if you don't. That'd be up to you.
Who knows? We
Yeah,
might
take
find another memento.
just what?
Who knows? We might find another memento for you, one that is easier to carry.
Perhaps. Yeah, Geth, if you want to just do you know how to search for something and just drag it to your character sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah, just search for great axe, and it's one word, and add it to your character sheet, and then edit the name and call it ball great axe.
How do you spell ball?
BHAAL.
BHA.
Yep. BHAAL.
Ball.
I guess. Ah,
Oh.
like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Bahal.
I was not hearing that right at all.
BHAAL. They all kind of like blend
Hey,
together.
Eric.
BHAAL.
Mouse to elephant, Eric.
No, he's just really tired, he said.
A buffalo.
Yeah, Aerith did a lot. That's impressive. Aerith did a lot in that fight, so he's pretty tired.
After shooting one arrow, then missing with his other thing up close.
Still wanted to that swing, okay?
You tried. It's not your fault he was short.
Okay. Geth, you got your great axe. Is there anything else you guys want to do before heading out from this temple? You've still got some more afternoon to cover.
I think we need to try and get as much distance from that outpost as possible. Before
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, let's be on our way. and you guys cover, you feel like a pretty good distance for the next few hours. And sorry. Okay. Yeah, you find a spot to camp. Down, you've made it kind of down this mountain pass on the other side. And you're most of the way down it, but you found a nice little kind of stream that's bubbling up on the side of the path, and you're able to find a little forest over there to kind of set up camp in. You're not all the way down off of this mountain pass, but you've made it about halfway down. And Path is going to suggest again, he's going to say, I charmed that fellow. He will recognize that I charmed him. Maybe we should make ourselves difficult. We should make ourselves difficult to find. So maybe we make our way off the path.
Should we have a fire tonight?
It would probably be best not to. It's you'll actually notice since you've made it to the other side of these mountains, it is cooler by quite a bit than it was on the other side. The other side was pretty warm. At night, it was getting down to maybe like 60 or so. Over here, it's getting down into the 40s at night still. And you'll know that you're going into summer. But it's still cold. It's cold on this side of the mountains, and so you shouldn't have a. But Path will still say you shouldn't have a fire. We should probably bundle up and just get ready to be cold tonight, so we can stay hidden just in case they come looking for us.
Cool.
All right, Pav.
The bright side of that is, they are followers of the god of death. So killing one of them probably didn't decrease killing two of them didn't decrease your favor with the god of death too much. I wouldn't imagine. As you did kill them, which would fit into his doctrine. So that's the bright side of everything that's happened today.
What a bright side.
Well, we aren't too certain yet. They were followers, so there's still a chance that we did gain disfavor with Ball. But I guess we won't know until something actually manifests. So
Indeed. Let's try our best to be quiet tonight. And actually, can everybody roll a stealth check for me? I'm gonna roll his Path as well.
I mean, you can take your armor off. It doesn't matter. Aerith's fucking night terrors. Path would
Path
do
is very
Zon to Geth and Aerith, you guys. Well, that was a dexterity check, dude.
Come on, guys.
what was it?
Stealth.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
I mean, you're gonna keep that roll though. Is
Wait.
the thing. It's just whatever. That's what your stealth would be anyway. So yeah, it's a -1.
stealth is dexterity.
Yeah. So that's 6.
Terrible stealth.
Wait, Aerith, you have a +5 to that, and you rolled a 6. That's painful. I didn't realize. That's rough because a 6 is pretty high, like.
I was hoping you wouldn't
relatively-
notice that one.
I hope you wouldn't notice.
Okay. So as you settle down for the night, is there anything that you guys want to do? You have about an hour. It's getting late. You might be able to read for an hour, probably a little less.
I'd like to try and read an extremist guide to death.
Cool. Give me an intelligence check for that.
Oh,
What?
Oh, Zon, what?
nothing. I remembered that we're trying to be quiet. I was gonna suggest that he reads it out loud. Because bedtime story kind of thing.
I mean, you rolled the stealth checks already. You could quietly. I think it's conceivable that you could quietly read it out loud. It's up to Geth.
Cool. Then
But
can
if
I
you
request
are all
that?
kind of sitting around each other, you could.
Don's tucked into his elk hide, ready for a bedtime story.
Oh, is that what this is? Bedtime story about the god of death.
Casual.
You know,
Did I finally finish the book?
Okay. Geth, are you reading it out loud? Sorry.
Hushedly, but yes.
Yeah, quietly. I'm assuming based on your stealth roll that you're well, I mean, you're doing it, yeah, as quietly as you are. But yeah, if you're willing to read it out loud.
Yeah.
Okay. And you rolled a 15, so let's see. Reading an extremist's guide to death. Okay, so you see, sorry, let me get it ready. A 15 is good. So you see first his titles are the Lord of Murder and the Dread Lord. That is Ball's title.
You're welcome.
You see that he is known as Ninjushi Gampo among his Gugari worshippers.
True. He is. That tracks.
And you see that Ball has 3 avatar forms whenever he decides to make himself seen by humans or by humanoids. He has the Slayer, which resembles a male humanoid corpse with a feral face and ivory skin, inset with deep lacerations that flowed with black ichor. He preferred to assume it when in urban areas. Yeah, you can read it. I'm not gonna read all of it, sorry. And that is what you get through in The Extremist's Guide to Death. So overall, you find out that Ball is a pretty cool dude.
True. Tracks.
And actually can Geth, can you give me a history check?
As long as it's not intelligence.
Here's wisdom. Oh
Let's
no,
go.
it is intelligence.
Oh, perfect. Let's see it.
Oh, no.
oh, God.
Your trend continues.
Yeah, you got nothing. All right.
Very fair. Why is God?
So he read this out loud. But I guess so Zon, you were tucked away, ready to listen. Take that. Aerith, what were you planning on doing with your night?
Planning on listening into the whatever he was
Okay.
reading.
And Baracus.
Yeah, I was curious too.
I like it.
All right. Well, that is what you've gotten out of Ball. Yeah. So you guys made it through the mountain pass. How are you, Baracus? How are you feeling about how things just went and where you are?
This is the easiest payday I'll give in my entire life, and I know that right now.
Awesome.
Aerith, how are you feeling?
Eric thinks this is going pretty good. He thought that could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel like things have gone? How are you feeling right now?
He's fucking pissed that Path tried to give him away.
Well, that's understandable.
I just want
Yeah.
to put it out there that literally every action Path has done other than the charm thing on the Berserker has made Geth inch closer and closer to just giving this man to like whatever the next beast they see is.
My good.
Like this.
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that you would like him very much at this point. There's not much redeemable about him.
I didn't want him in
I mean, so if there was another maybe group of ball cultists and they asked for a tribute, would you consider just giving Path up? Or would you, even if you thought you could fight them, would you consider just giving him up?
No, because that's not where the money is. If we don't show up to Chateau Monix without him, there's no guarantee we can get money. Geth doesn't trust Path, but there's a higher chance that he'll be able to score a some sort of reward if Path is delivered to Chateau Monix alive rather than, you know, dead or scalped.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Zahn, how do you feel about how things have gone so far, and what's your feelings on Path at this point?
Well, I don't know. Zahn feels pretty good. I mean, he kicked some major ass. They asked for 2 of us to die, and then he dealt some, like, you know, serious damage to them. But he's pretty relieved that Path pulled whatever he pulled out of his ass, because he was getting kind of tired there for a minute. And he's nice and cozy in his nice elk, you know, blanket.
And he got a bedtime.
So things right now are like fine.
Cool. Yeah. And with that, I think we'll leave it. Hank, did you have anything else for them tonight?
We just completed our 15th session, and you guys are 1 week from mock. You've been journeying for a week now, so you made it 1 whole week. No one died other than those 2 guys, and you're making your way down a mountain pass, and that's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh.
So 15 sessions though, you guys. That means we've played minimum
45.
45 hours of this. Minimum 45, because we've played longer than 3 hours sometimes. So there you go.
That's beautiful.
Great job. I'm having a great time. I hope you guys are as well. And we'll play next Wednesday, same as usual.
Definitely. Hank, will you stay on for just a second afterwards?
Yep, definitely.
Marshall, will you fuck off for a second?
Oh, no, you're right.
I'm gonna take that as a break, Brian.
Good.
Oh, bye, Colby.
He's
Bye,
tired
Colby.
today. Yeah, no, he's having a rough day, I'm sure. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording though, this time before it's time. So great job, you guys.
Good job.
I'll get